Man, oh man.
Yeah. So it's been a minute. Some highs and some lows since we last did this. Yeah. Um, we lost to the Buccaneers, close one, week 1. Yeah, and then Sunday night we looked good. That did not last very long.
No. I mean, it's just got to be said. We came into the season kind of with the expectation that it was going to be an up and down, but you can't. Well, let's just put it like this: first game, it was upsetting, but it was understandable, right? The Bucks are a good team, and it really just came down to that one field goal that was missed. Um, Understandable loss, whatever. You know, Vikings big win, big Sunday night football in front of the whole country. That was awesome, right? We count that as the high. And then comes today, for reference for the future, September 21st, game against the Panthers. And this was the lowest low I've probably had as a Falcons fan, at least in the last maybe 2 or 3 years. I mean, it's pretty bad.
Past 5 years.
Yeah, probably. It's like pretty awful. I mean, and we were just outcoached, outplayed. It's like it's honestly like we were like a practice squad out there. Just plainly put, we were not competitive for a majority of this game. Um, Multiple facets. I just special teams, offense and defense. Defense a little less. I mean, I'm gonna give the defense some slack. They put on a good performance against the Vikings. That's probably the best that it's gonna look until further notice. I think today is a more realistic version. This, along with the Bucks game, is a more realistic version of what the defense is going to look like. Um, to the defense's defense, they were dealt a bad hand. I mean, they were playing for their lives out there. We couldn't even score points no matter what we did. Back to this kicker conversation. This is what happens when you have a kicker that missed multiple field goals last year. You don't bring in serious competition, and instead you have to bring in someone who is still on waivers by the second week of the season. It's disappointing, but that isn't even why we lost. I mean, the offense is just, it's unacceptable. Through 3 games, it's been through 3 games. It hasn't only been like awful. It's been basically dead. Like it's not even. It's not. It doesn't even have a pulse. It's brain dead.
Yeah,
To put it plainly.
no Falcons receivers or tight ends have caught a touchdown this year. That's wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. Disappointing. Just I don't know. I watch football pretty much all Sunday and a good bit of Saturday too. I mean, and it's just like the offense just looks completely like unorganized. I mean, it kind of looks like backyard football. It looks like Michael Penix is out there. He is, again, I'm sorry, but it looks like he's out there. We got the first part of that this today. We'll call him that today because
Yes.
today was awful. I mean, like I said, it's just backyard football. They're playing completely unorganized. It's like Michael Penix has no idea where the receivers are going to be. It's like the receivers don't even know when they're going to catch the ball. There's just no trust between Michael Penix and his weapons. I actually believe that the only person who shows up to practice and who actually puts in meaningful hours throughout the week is Bijan Robinson, because he has been the only steady factor in this offense. Him and Tyler Algier, although Tyler wasn't given like barely any touches today. He is the only constant that we've had in this offense the past 3 weeks. Yeah. And I mean, we have a top 3 running back in the league, but it's just got to be said that this is a receiving league. This is a passing league. And we cannot win games solely based on the back of Bijan Robinson, kind of like we do with the Vikings. The Vikings games don't happen a lot in the NFL. You don't win just kicking field goals and running the ball. You have to score touchdowns. Like you said, no wide receiver and no tight end has caught a touchdown pass, which is, it's awful. I mean, year 2 of the Zach Robinson scheme, same problems we've been having. It can be said to be problems with how we start, whether it be pistol, shotgun, or under center. I've seen Michael Penix throw the ball. I saw him in Washington. He has an arm. He can make throws. Today it looked like he couldn't make a single throw. And it's kind of looked like that all season, that when he has time to get the play call in, even if he gets a play call in, it's still a mystery whether that even really happens. When he has time to set up the play, it takes us forever to get that play in. I mean, every single time we snap the ball, it is basically 0 on the clock. We are barely missing a delay of game penalty. And it's just got to be said that there's no rhythm. There's absolutely no rhythm. And outside of like the 2-minute drill where Michael Penix is kind of doing things on his own tempo, we're getting no offensive production. Like if it's not a run that is saved by Bijan Robinson's talent, we are not getting essentially any offensive production. Today we did not even get into the red zone, which was that was something. Even outside of the red zone, we couldn't score points. Our kicker missed both field goals after we cut our other kicker, which just goes to show that's just what happens to the Falcons. But truthfully, even outside of the offense, we got outcoached. Like plainly, we got outcoached. To me, it seems like the offense is getting outcoached every week. It kind of seems to me like the other team knows what we're going to do every time, which isn't hard. It's a combination of running it on first down, then running it again, and if it happens to be a third and long, you can bet your ass we're passing it because that's what happens every single time, and there's no variation. I mean, it's awful. Raheem Morris needs to step up and do what needs to be done because his job is on the line, and he truthfully needs to step up and determine whether his priorities are to win or his priorities are to keep friends on the team, because this is not a winning formula. Like we just cannot have multiple games where we don't score a single touchdown. The only touchdown on the season has been a Bijan Robinson run that miraculously went for like 50 plus yards.
The offense, it's weird too because Mooney looks awful. I know he's coming off the injury, but he just looks awful.
Yeah, he looked awful today.
Bergeron looks awful.
Yeah.
Maybe not awful, but like he's uncharacteristically not playing as well as he was last year.
He improved a lot last season, and it seems like he took multiple steps backwards this season.
Yeah, he just doesn't look as good.
That's pretty much the whole offense. It looks like we took a step. It looks like we took 3 steps backwards.
Everyone did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jake Matthews, that side of the line's getting blown up a little too frequently. Penix looks like he doesn't trust anything, whether it be his line or his receivers.
Yeah. I mean, he's you can just tell he's kind of fidgeting in the pocket. He has time back there, but he doesn't trust the line, or he doesn't trust what he sees because he's constantly putting himself in harder situations than he needs to.
He's rushing.
Yes, he's rushing his reads. And yeah, whether that be because he doesn't think he has enough time or whatever. But again, these are things that should be gone over in practice. These are things that they should iron out. Hell, maybe even in the preseason, like I'm not a huge advocate for preseason snaps.
Me neither.
But we sure as hell look like we need them.
Yeah.
Like it's actually crazy how much we look like. Again, it looks like the offense comes together every Sunday for the first time that week. It looks like it just has to be said. Today, it looked like the team went onto the field and said, this is a give me win. They won last week in Minnesota. Hats off to them. That was a great win. But it looks like they thought that they were going to come into this week into the Panthers' house. They're 0-2. They need the win. I mean, they freaking need the win. So I don't know how this coaching staff didn't get it in their heads that this is a team that has nothing to lose. This is a team that has nothing to lose, and they are playing for their jobs. So I don't know why we went in there half-assed, half-minded, unprepared, unfocused. Again, we might as well have not shown up. We realistically did not show up. It's sickening. It truly is sickening.
Yeah, And I've just been sitting the whole rest of the day, just kind of thinking about it. And, it all keeps going back to one place. That's Arthur Blank.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everything comes back to him. And he's time and time again hired the wrong people, who then hire the wrong people, who then pick the wrong players. And, this team obviously has some very good players, but
Oh yeah.
That's part of the frustration is that it feels like our coaching staff's taking no advantage of it. I think Ulbricht's doing a
Yeah.
fine job, but Zach Robinson, you can make whatever excuses you want, but at some point it just has to show up and the team has to perform and put up points, especially with this roster. And you go out and you score 0 points in what is to believed to be one of the worst, if not the worst, defenses in the NFL.
Yeah.
And you can't get in the red zone.
No.
That's a game you get fired for, regardless of whatever context comes before it. Like, that is a fireable offense.
I think, I mean, you're absolutely right. I think because this game is had this game been in our stadium, I think they 100% get fired. At least one person would. I think because it is at the Panthers' place, because it is week 3, I don't foresee anybody getting realistically canned, especially with the week 5 bye. I think they're at least going to wait until after the bye. Not to say they don't deserve it. I mean, they absolutely deserve it. If anybody were to show up to their job and do as bad of a job as the offense did today, they would get fired. Okay, let's put it like this. If a doctor shows up to the office and like 3 of their patients die in one day, like that is getting fired. You are getting fired. And that is actually what happened today. Zach Robinson showed up, the offense showed up, and it died. The offensive personality of this team is dead. There is no offensive identity. The only for sure thing that this offense does every single game is hand it off to Bijan Robinson. And hell, it doesn't even work half the time. Half of the time we have to get him involved as a receiver because the other team knows we're going to just hand it off. It's just crazy. I mean, these are concepts that just don't work. You don't win games solely based off passing it off to the running back. I mean, it's unbelievable. I think I saw a play today where, again, personal nitpick. I hate screenplays. I'm a Georgia fan, so I have my own personal grievances with screenplays having to do with Mike Bobo. But today I saw a screenplay with I think it was Rayward McLeod receiving it, and there was no blockers in the vicinity.
That was so funny. There was Drake London was kind of there, and he blocked someone on like the second level. But
there was no blocker.
Pre-snap, how do you not look over there and go, there is like 4 guys like draped on them?
It happened like 2 or 3 times this game too.
This is objectively not going to work. And even like Penix, it's like, let's get out of the play. Like, obviously this is not going to work. I see him throw it over to Ray, and he immediately gets swarmed by like 2 guys.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what
it's setting guys up for failure. I mean, it just is. You're putting Michael Penix in the situations when he has to kind of dink and dunk the ball downfield. And I know for sure that the Panthers defense is not covering the back part of the field so well that we could have gotten nothing going. Again, the alternative hasn't come out. It's maybe a few hours after the game ended. But I sincerely doubt that their defense is so good that we cannot get anything going. Again, with the Vikings, it was different. I believe their defense is that good or could be that good. You know, Brian Flores is kind of a madman. But an Ejiro Evero scheme defense, there's no way. I'm sorry. We tore up the same exact defense on week 18 last year. We gave them 38, I believe. We lost that game for litany of other reasons that I don't want to relive right now. But seriously, like, the best way I can put it is that the Panthers came into this game with like an actual game plan, with an actual idea of what they wanted to do. They said, okay, the Falcons are going to run it, and we're going to stop them after a few runs because, you can't stop Bijan Robinson every time. We're gonna stop them after a few runs, and then we're gonna force Michael Penix to throw it short, and it worked. I mean, they sure as hell had our number today. No doubt about it. But I feel like if this version of the team that came out to play today, I feel like if they went up against like like a high school team, they would lose with the effort that they put up today because it was just crazy. And I feel like I'm repeating myself over and over, but again, it's laughably bad what happened today.
Yeah,
It's not. It's actually insane.
yeah. I mean, if you're asking me, it's time for just Raheem to go. Just go. He's
Yeah.
shown nothing. He's just shown me nothing that he's a winner. In fact, all he's done is show me the opposite.
Yeah.
Literally, he's done nothing to convince me that he is even capable of being a head coach in the NFL.
Yeah. I mean, he's gotten his chances. Again, I wasn't a huge fan of the hire when it happened.
Me neither.
I understood why it happened. Um, all I will say is there was a bunch of other candidates who I would rather have. List not limited to McDonald, Vrabel, Held Slowick. I don't know if Ben Johnson or Aaron Glenn actually wanted the job, but again, I would have taken either one of them. Simply stated, Raheem Morris is not a winning coach. He's a great guy to have in the locker room, I'm sure. I'm sure he's a great guy to have out there. However, I don't think he has a mentality that you need to win games in the NFL, unfortunately.
No, he seems more concerned about keeping his friends around and everyone being buddy buddy than winning football games, and that's just not what Atlanta needs.
I mean, he's got to prove it.
Yeah.
I'll give him this. He has at least until maybe halfway through the season to prove it. If there's any time that he's ever had to actually change the narrative around him, it's now, because he needs to start making these tough decisions now. Like, we don't need to relive last season where we waited until what week?
He waited way too long to bench.
Way too long to bench Kirk Cousins. He waited way too long to take over play calling from Jimmy Lake as far as from the defensive side. We cannot wait this long. I mean, it'd be different if we showed improvement on the offense, but
we've done the opposite.
Again, yes, we've done the opposite. It's kind of crazy. I mean,
it looks worse every game.
Yeah, it looks. I think. I mean, not to repeat myself, but again, it looks like they go out there for the first time each week and they have no idea what they're doing, and it looks like there's no rhythm, and it looks like there's no tempo. And today was an awful day for my Michael Penix agendas too. I mean, to be fair,
he looks bad.
He looks bad, but honestly, what are you gonna do? Like, you're down however many points. You know you're gonna have to play some sort of hero ball. I don't think he's comfortable in this. So this is another thing. I don't think he's comfortable in this scheme at all. I really don't. I think the shotgun stuff, even though he says it doesn't bother him, to me, it just looks like he's uncomfortable running whatever they're asking him to run. It looks to me like he's being forced to do stuff that he's not the best at. And this goes back to me saying that Zach Robinson is not putting his guys in a position to succeed. Michael Penix, especially if you're going to ask him to put you back in games with his arm, you need to put him in a situation where he feels comfortable. And it just looks like Michael Penix is so afraid of not knowing what's happening in front of him, he's throwing it beside him. And eventually the Panthers were like, oh, he looks really uncomfortable. Eventually I'm going to jump that passing lane, snatch it, and take it back for a pick six, which they did. And hats off to the Panthers secondary, because they played like they had a bunch of all pros in there. But again, our receivers could not get anything today. Michael Penix was missing pretty much every throw. And when he finally did hit him, they kind of just dropped it. So again, offense was dead on arrival, to be honest. And But like this is what happens when you're forced to be one dimensional, right? When you eventually can't run it anymore, you have to pass it, and teams catch on. And it doesn't seem like we can even scheme guys open on a slant. So
Yeah. You know, I feel like guys wouldn't be open. The offensive line wouldn't be playing well. And I can't blame Penix for that. And then when someone is finally open, when the right call is played, when things are functioning, Penix just misses the throw.
yeah.
It looked like nothing could be in sync at any time. It was a complete mess. Like you said, it looked like they just at practice, I don't know what they were doing.
I mean, it looks like they played Duck Duck Goose in practice all
Yeah,
week.
making macaroni art or something.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Everyone, they're building, as Raheem says, emotional equity, right? That's what
My
matters,
God.
right?
I mean,
So
at
ridiculous.
what point are we the idiots? At what point are we the idiots for believing them? Because in the offseason, it was Michael Penix saying, there's no reason we can go out and be the number one offense. And
You look like
I
the
mean,
worst offense.
I'm not gonna say I was expecting them to be number one.
No.
I sure as hell wasn't expecting them to be like
I was
this.
expecting them to be top 10.
Yeah, at the minimum top 15.
Yeah.
You don't spend 4 picks in a row, top 10 on offense and not produce at all. I mean, we've got a playmaker pretty much on every level of the offense, and we can't get anything going. I mean, it's actually
It's
insane.
ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean,
And we've
yeah.
seen all these players produce. So who else can you blame besides the coaching?
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
Zach Robinson to me, he instills no faith in me.
none.
None. Absolutely none. It looks bad. It looks bad, bad, bad. Little tidbit that I found interesting. Um, after a week one's loss, Bajan said that the offense sort of wasn't prepared for Tampa Bay's defensive looks. And
Mm-hmm.
today, Michael Penix said he wasn't prepared for Carolina's defensive looks.
Yeah.
So that's 2 of the 3 first weeks of the season where your offense comes in unprepared, apparently, which leads me to believe it's on a coaching level that this is a failure. This is a coaching level failure because, again, Bryce Young has been on the field for a long time. You can see what he does. Again, there's film on him. There's 2 games worth of film on the Panthers. You should know where they're going to pull on you. Again, you don't know everything. You should have an idea. But
Yeah.
Zach Robinson, to me, looks like if his first option, which is run the ball, is not working in the game, he does not know what to do next. And
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
It just looks like it's the most vanilla, basic offense, so predictable. Like literally, we can sit there when we're watching the game together and go like, we're running this to the right here.
Yeah.
This is the outside zone.
Yeah.
This is Pitts is going to throw a slant here and the ball is going to him. Like we just know these things before they happen. If we know it, you think a professional defensive coordinator knows it? Yeah. You think a professional cornerback knows it? Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I cannot if you gave me if you laid out Zach Robinson's play sheet like Madden and you let me call the plays, I think I would do just as good a job as him. Yeah. And I know that sounds like pretty ridiculous, but am I crazy for thinking that's exactly what it looks like? It looks like the Madden suggested plays.
No, and I mean,
come up.
yeah,
What feels?
It feels like that. It looks like that. Zach Robinson, he stays up in his box. He's not even on the field, which, to me, it might not matter. But as far as optic goes, I don't know if being on the field will change anything, but he sure as hell has a really good vantage point. Yeah, but he sure as hell has a really good vantage point up there. So he should be able to see what's going on.
Apparently not.
Apparently not. I mean, yeah. But like I said, again, he's a Raheem hire. He was a Raheem guy. Him and Jimmy Lake were both guys that Raheem Morris brought in here and said, we can win. We can get to the playoffs. And so far, Raheem is 0 for 2. Or I shouldn't say. He's 1 for 3, the Jeff Ulbrich hire I liked. But that only happens because you have to fire Jimmy Lake. The defensive side of the football was a failure last year. It was just a failure, a failure, a failure. And now it looks like the offense is like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you can win with Raheem Morris if you have the right staff around him. Zach Robinson's not that guy. Both the coordinators he brought in for his first year suck. They sucked. And Jimmy Lake's already gone. And I think it's a matter of time, maybe a matter of weeks till I don't know if we'll fire Zach Robinson, but I would not be surprised if in a few weeks it's like Zach Robinson has been relieved of play calling duties. You know, I see that headline.
Yeah. It wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me at all.
I'd be happy. I don't know if the offense gets any better, but still, it's like at least we're trying something, you know?
Yeah, I mean, might as well try it. What we're already doing is not working. So
yeah, he knows his job's on the line. Like it was
Raheem
already on the line. Now it's really on the line.
Raheem Morris's seat is like on fire. It's burnt to a crisp. It is as hot as the sun. I mean, call it what you want it. That seat is so incredibly hot. But again, he knew that, and he promised. I mean, I'm sure that when Arthur Blank hired him, he said it is your job to make the playoffs. We have been 7-10 the last 3 seasons or worse. You have to come in and you have to make the playoffs. The NFC South is not the NFC North. This is a division that is not easily winnable, but it is winnable. And again, not to relive last year, but I mean, right now we look like maybe a 7-win team. Maybe a 7-win team. That's if we get like lucky, because again, I don't trust this. As long as this team's not scoring touchdowns, they are not guaranteed to win the easiest games. We were favored in this game by like 5.5 points.
Yeah, it's the away team.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, and you know, like it was awesome. I mean, the media was giving us our flowers. Oh, the defense looks really good, and then they come out and lay a stinker, which
that's the Falcons
again. Typical Falcons, yeah.
That's the Falcons.
Typical Falcons. But you need consistency, and this is the opposite of consistency. The opposite.
Yeah. I don't know. Commanders next week. Terry McLaurin got hurt.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I don't know his status. I mean, obviously you don't want the guy to be hurt, but like with missing AJ Terrell, that's a big deal. Although I don't think we missed AJ that much today. I mean, Tet made some plays, but Alfred was doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like he went off for like
he just got his. It's like when you play Mike Evans.
Yeah, he kind of just did what he needed to do at some points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more so concerned because today we kind of had the same issue where it's like Bryson escaped the pocket and he was able to. One time he did it for a touchdown. I know he did it for at least a first down another time. But
yeah, that's still a struggle. It's always been a struggle with us, and it still is.
Gotta keep the edge. But it's gonna be
the edge.
It's gonna be really hard to do that when you might not necessarily have the guys to do one-on-one coverage with on the back end. So again, it just depends. But who knows? I mean, maybe this team is just really bipolar, and against the Commanders, we come out and we score like 30 plus.
I wouldn't. I legitimately would not be surprised. It's a crazy thing. Like, we could totally beat the Commanders next week, and it wouldn't surprise me. You know, I think we could beat anyone. So, yeah, I don't know, dude. It's just it's a crazy game. Not in a million years did I expect that to happen. If we lost, like I wouldn't be like,
Yeah.
oh, I mean, it's a divisional game in the NFL. I mean, we could have always lost this game for sure, but like this, a shutout, nah.
Against the freaking Panthers, dude. Oh my god, dude. And maybe like,
and now they're gonna talk.
It's never
Panthers
acceptable,
fans,
but even at the oh my god,
Panthers fans are gonna yap. They're gonna think they're so good now. Yo, we just suck.
This is just a message to all Panthers fans. If any Panthers fans are listening to this, you are worse than we are, and that's something to be said. Just because we are so inept,
fans.
Just because we are so inept that we're giving you these wins does not mean that y'all are good.
You're still the little brother. You're still the little brother.
And honestly, it's like rage baiting me a little, but honestly, who the hell cares? Like, but the Panthers just freaking suck.
Yeah,
the Panthers suck, and Bryce Young sucks.
I wholeheartedly believe we finished with more wins than the Panthers. They still suck. They still suck. It doesn't matter. They could have beat us by 80-0, and I'd still say they suck because they suck.
I mean, to be honest, they should have probably beaten us by more. But Bryce Young sucks. Panthers hatred is strong within me right now.
I still don't even hate them. They're just, again, the little annoying brother.
Yeah,
my hate's for the Saints and like a little bit for the Bucks. The Panthers might as well not be a division team. Like they've always been that way. Their fans are annoying though, for sure.
Yeah, my God, dude, and it's like we keep on giving them ammunition. We keep on giving them ammunition to shoot it as well.
Because we shoot ourselves in the foot. But that's all they have is us being bad. Nothing with them being good. You know.
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
so they'll yap like they're good, even though they're not. So whatever.
Oh Lord, dude. Oh Lord. I mean, holy, wow. What a start to the NFL season. All in all, already, it's been kind of a joyride. The epic highs of the Minnesota win, and then the epic lows of this. We'll see where the Commanders game takes us for sure.
I don't know.
I don't know. Do we want to make a prediction or do we want to wait?
Yeah, let's just do it now.
Okay. So as of right now, I'm expecting Jaden Daniels to play.
I agree, but it could be Mariota.
It could be Mariota, which if it was Mariota, that would be a funny game. that would be a funny matchup. Yeah, that would be entertaining. But I think regardless with Jaden Daniels or Marcus Mariota, I'm going to pick us to, you know what? Hell, I'm going to pick us to lose 30 to about 25. 20, maybe 24.
1-3 is
1-3 is bad, but
bad,
I kind of want to do I'm kind of looking for a reverse jinx here, but again, who knows? Again, this team could come out and they could put up 40, and I would not be shocked. They could put up freaking 40 points, and I would say, okay, well, that's the Falcons, because then we could come right back out of the bye and score 10, and we would get absolutely destroyed at home by the Bills.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. I really don't know. This team is even more of a question mark for me now. I think like they're gonna be hungry for a win, and they know how bad they need it. And it's
they did win today. They did win today.
I mean, Atlanta.
Oh yeah, Atlanta. Yeah,
they're gonna need this bad. They know how bad 1-3 is.
But to be fair, I mean, I want to believe that.
I know.
I don't putting the label. I don't think you're necessarily calling it like a must-win game. But putting this much importance in this game kind of, to me, it kind of ensures that I'm going to be disappointed because I really do not expect them to put on a good showing.
If you don't win this game, you need to win 6 in a row right in that middle spot.
Yeah.
Which is going to be really hard.
It's looking harder. It's looking harder
really hard
by
with
the
how
week.
Indianapolis is playing. New England's. I thought they were overrated going into the season. I still think they are. I think they're like not bad. They're just like a 7-ish win team. You
Yeah.
know? Who else is in that? Just those. Everyone knows the soft part of the schedule I'm talking about, and you have to do very well in that stretch, especially if you lose next week.
Yeah.
So anyways, I'm gonna go with. I don't know. Just with how bipolar this team is, I'm gonna say we're gonna win. Whatever.
Nice.
I'm not gonna give a
Nice.
score. We're just gonna win, and it'll be close, and that'll be my prediction.
Awesome.
But it wouldn't surprise me the other way.
Yeah. Obviously, no fame of the game or shame of the game this week. Don't feel like it's worth doing that.
The fame is Caden, and the shame is everything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Good. Good. Yeah. So Caden showed up today, and that was about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Typical Falcons. They find new ways to disappoint you every single week. But again, it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, I think that pretty much does it. Unless you have anything else to say.
No, I mean, jury's still out to be seen. This isn't a backbreaker for the season. Now, if this had happened maybe like week 10 or after, I would say, okay, well, this pretty much ended our season. But
yeah,
thankfully, it's only the third week. Still got a lot of football to play. This team is still, like you said, we still don't know what's up with it. So it's gonna be interesting to find out. At the very least, we'll be talking new head coaching candidates by the end of the season, which it makes for good conversation. So you know what, we can't lose because
we'll have fun talking about it.
Yeah, we'll have fun talking about it.
Okay, well, yeah. My last words will be, I don't know. We're not gonna win anything as long as Arthur Blank's around.
Yeah.
I think he's a great owner in some ways, but in other ways, boy, is he awful.
Yeah. It's just Atlanta sports management. Atlanta sports management is, yeah. Well, go Hawks.
Go Hawks, I guess. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we'll see you guys in the next one. It's gonna be
rise up.
We'll try. I'll thank you.